Hey guys, glad to see you here today. I wanted to share a story with you. Someone shared that story with me many years ago, and actually, first of all, the first question is, you see the title here, it says, me asking a friend, do you want to make more money? Do you want to have more time? And the friend says, yeah. And I said, okay, do you want to do what I do? And they say, no. And I'm like, what's the problem? So let's go back to that story that my friend told me years and years ago, and I always kept that in mind. And I think it illustrates very well the kind of business or the kind of work profession I'm in. So this person said, okay, imagine I'm a good cycler. I love cycling. Okay, I'm on my bike all the time. At night, I get on my bike. I'm finish work. I get on my bike. On the weekends, I'm on my bike. I'm cycling all the time. Like, I love this. All right, and I'm meeting you, and I say, hey, let's go for a race. And so you say, okay, good. But you never raced a bicycle before. You never done it. But it doesn't matter because I tell you, I pick my bike, and you pick the vehicle you choose. Whatever you want. And you go and you choose a Ferrari. Now, you may have never biked before. You may have never worked out. You may have never trained before on a bicycle, but it doesn't matter because you use a vehicle that's going to get you to your destination much faster than me, having trained for years. Why is that? The vehicle. That's the difference. And so I remember many years ago, I used to run a traditional business, and I was working all the time. And then I got in this different vehicle, different business model, and that new vehicle created a totally different outcome where now my time is not, limited. I basically have more time on my hands, and my income is not based on my time invested in the business. Like, totally different paradigm shift, different vehicle. And so when someone tells me, I don't want to do what you're doing, I'm wondering what's going on, but I know what's going on. What's going on is they have a preconceived notion, and it's a bad notion, a bad perception of what we actually do. Because if they knew what we do, they would do it. All right? Especially if they knew the outcome. Now, to give you an example, So I was on the phone a few days ago with a lady, and she liked everything about the business and everything she could accomplish, but she said, "Oh no, I just don't want to do this. It's not me. I can't see myself doing this." And has that ever happened to you? You meet someone, and initially you haven't told the whole story, and they immediately say, "I'm not interested. That's not for me." If that ever happened to you, drop a 1 in the comments below. So what happened is, I knew right there that she had a preconceived notion about what we're doing. And so I thought, okay, her mind frame is based on an old model. It's based on some ideas that she created in her mind that are totally false. They're totally different than what actually is really happening. And so I said, our business is a 21st century business model. Like, there's people in the past who've done this in a totally different way, but we're in the 21st century, so we use tablets, cell phone, laptop, and that's how we build our business with 21st century tools. That's what we do. And so it's like, Uber and taxi. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Uber or taxi? Well, I prefer Uber. Me too. So I wouldn't go and use the old tools. I wouldn't go and do the old way. I like to do what we have now. It's a totally different model. So the perception you may have of the business is old school. It's old way. It's bad notion. So here's the thing. Don't limit yourself on doing something that can give you all the things you want in life because you have preconceived notion. My suggestion is you start to explore, because there's new ways that we are actually building our business. And so it's much more fun, much more enjoyable. We get to work from anywhere we want. Very often I find myself in a cafe in a small coffee shop, and we're working there with laptops and, some friends. Some other times we're on a trip, we're on the beach, we're in the mountains, we're in a small cottage with a couple people, and we're just, enjoying life while we're working our business. And so today is very different than it was yesterday. So my advice to you is, if you are looking for more out of life, and especially at this time of the year, people are looking for, okay, what am I going to do next year? What kind of resolution I want to take? These type of things. Well, maybe it's time for you to explore options a little bit further, because you may say no to something that is totally different than what you have in your mind. If that makes sense, drop a 2 in the comments below. If you want to learn more, make sure you drop a 2 and you get people through, those who share this video to get back in touch with you and share the new model that we're using today that makes it easy for you to build a business anywhere around the world. So with that, guys, hope you have a great one. We'll see you in the next live.